And the folks from Rager Dykes are gearing up for the 7th annual Rager Dykes Jerry S. Rawls Invitational Golf Tournament. Here to tell us all about the event and how it's helping out tech students is Bart Rager. Thank you for being here. Once again, we love having you on.
Thank you. I like being here.
Of course. Well,
it's fun to hang out with y'all.
It's fun to hang out with you, Bart. We love you. So talk about the golf tournament. What do people need to know?
Well, this is an awesome deal. Steve Long came to me, I guess this is number 7, so 7 years ago, and he was the first golfer that ever came to Texas Tech from Australia in the 70s to play, and you know, and he loved Lubbock so much and loved Tech so much he stayed, and he's been a big advocate for Tech and Tech golf. And he came up with this idea to have a golf tournament, a big golf tournament, a big partnership golf tournament. He said the biggest in West Texas that would raise money for the men's and women's golf teams so our golf teams could be more competitive nationally.
Right.
And look what has happened. I mean, our golf teams, I mean, the men's and women's the last few years have been, you know, in the top.
Yeah, they're doing
I guess last year the men's were top 8, and women's was in the top 8 not that long ago. And we're always a national power now in golf. We've raised almost $200,000 for them over the last 6 years, and that's money in addition to their budget that they can use to recruit and travel and you know, and those kind of things. And so it's been a great deal. And it was cool the way we did it. When we did number 1, we did it like Roman numerals, kind of like the Super Bowl. You know, I was born the same year as Super Bowl 1, so every year I know in Roman numerals what my age is because of the Super Bowl. But you know, number 7, that's a V and an II, and there's a lot of great people that play every year, and it's a lot of fun, and it's at a beautiful course, and most importantly, you know, I talked today with Greg Sands and JoJo, the men's and women's golf coaches, and they just appreciate it so much because it's enabled them to be more competitive.
Right, and that's something that maybe people might not necessarily think about, is they think, you know, if these golfers are part of a really large university, they're getting all the funding they need, but that's not necessarily true. You guys are helping them out even more.
Oh yeah, a lot of the sports, I mean, it's amazing. You know, football, because football is the biggest revenue sport, gets the biggest lion's share of the budget, and you know, some of the sports don't get a lot of that, and so we have to do things as, you know, they ask me, you know, I'm not a big golfer, you know, but I mean, I like the game, but I mean, I just don't have time to play it. But they ask me, why do you support golf when you play football? And I said, well, I support Texas Tech, you know, and that's the thing. I'm loyal to Tech. You know, I have 2 rings on my fingers, one from my wife and one from Texas Tech, and I've had them both on there for 31 years. And you know, my level of commitment to Texas Tech and Lubbock is huge, and you know, and I've met some really good kids from the golf team, and you know, there's one young lady in particular that my wife and I met on a trip with the women's golf team that she's been out of Tech now for 3 years, and we're still involved with her. She's still in pursuit. She's from Sweden, and she's still in pursuit of her dream to make it on the women's tour, and so. You know, she played the U.S. Women's Open last year.
Wow,
so.
yeah.
And Gabby's playing, Gabby Barker from last year is playing in her first pro tournament today. So, you know, odds are we wouldn't have had Elin and we wouldn't have had Gabby if we didn't have the golf tournament.
Right, exactly. And that's another thing, you know, talk about how it feels, you know, to still be so involved, you know, after so many years of being in the community and, you know, being around Texas Tech, how it feels to be able to give back to not only the community but also the university as well.
Oh man, I mean, a lot of things we do in the Rager Dykes Auto Group are to help Tech, you know, I mean, you know, revitalizing downtown helps Tech, you know, because when people come to Lubbock and they see downtown looking better than it used to look, it gives Lubbock a better image, and it makes it easier for them to recruit, you know, and it makes it easier for parents that come here to say, oh, this is a nice town, you know. And so, you know, everything that if you love Texas Tech, anything that we can do to make Lubbock better helps Texas Tech. But on the other hand, if you want to live in Lubbock and you love Lubbock, anything that happens good at Texas Tech helps Lubbock. So, you know, I mean, if you own a house in Lubbock and Texas Tech is doing good, then the value of your house is more. You know what I mean? So we all work together. It's a team.
Right. And when is this going to be going on?
I don't know. I thought you would know. Joe's not here. I mean, I got to look at a calendar, but
it's a couple of weeks.
It's coming up pretty quick. You know, I know there's been a lot of talk about it, but it's coming up pretty quick in the next couple of weeks, and there are a few spots left. Normally, it's a sold-out golf tournament. You can just call the Jerry S. Rawls Golf Course, and Greg Winter runs that. He does a great job. He works for that organization, Troon Golf. They manage golf courses all over the country, and we happen to have one of the top golf courses in the country.
Right.
And we'd love to have you in the tournament. If you've never played in it, get a friend, and it's a partnership.
Okay.
And it's a blast. I don't know what the dates are. I don't know what
That'll
time
be on everythinglubbock.com, and I know for sure we're also going to be covering this on KLBK Sports a little bit later as well. So keep watching for all of that information. Again, look on everythinglubbock.com. We will have that all. Bart, thank you very much. It's going to be a lot of fun and great way to get involved in the community and help out Texas Tech sports, which we love.
Absolutely. And how about those fireworks last night?
They were really good.
Boom.
Loved them. I could see them from miles away, so they're perfect. Bart, thank you very much. Up next, everything you need to know about the upcoming Cattle Barons Ball after the break.